Today's adventure is hopefully going to be our topper. I don't know how far we're going to get, but we're going to put some metal on there and back there as well. I've already taken the PTO off and the PTO guard off, so we can hopefully clear up some of that mess. It does need a seal on it, but I'm going to sort everything out first before we even venture into that, because at the moment we'll just keep topping it up with oil. I got it on the trailer. Tractor decided that it didn't want its fuel anymore, so it's here and it shall remain here for a while, because I'm not feeling too great, to be honest, and I can't be bothered to do anything with it, so it's gonna stay there, and I will fight with fuel again someday, probably later this evening, but we'll see how I get on. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to film. It's not going to be in our yard, it's going to be in someone else's yard. We'll see. Hopefully I can film some of it. If not, it'll just be pictures and snippets. We have our tyre repaired from last time. Turns out there was a nail basically in the sidewall on the inside, so new tyre, yay. But there we go. Hay is still sheeted. Eventually we will stick it inside with the rest, but for now we're leaving it there because there's still a few green ones in there and we don't really want to lose the majority of the hay for a small portion of it, so it'll remain there till we decide to move it into that. Okay, quick update. I've cut off a few bits that were going to fall off anyway at some point and probably hit the mower blades when they're going round. Got all the old rivets off. This here is a bit wobbly, so I'm going to reinforce it with a piece too close, with that piece of metal there. This is off their scrap bin. They are very kind in letting me be in here. I'm very grateful for that. They are good people. So I'm going to reinforce that, and then we'll get to installing the new deck pieces, which might make it too heavy for the tractor to lift, but we've got to build a weight block for the front of the tractor anyway. So we'll see how this goes. That's what I'm going to do with this one. Welder in each end, welder up the middle. That should firm up that lifting point, because everything's lifting through that and it was all bent and twisted, and when I hit it with a hammer it bent back very easily, so there's not a whole lot there, so it would eventually just fall off when I lift it up, so we don't want that. That has got one heck of a leak on it. Got it tacked in place there, some down the side there, and I've plug welded that bit there. So I'm just gonna weld her in. Probably won't do all along because it's not going to provide that much strength to this bit, but it does need to be connected fairly heavily there and underneath, and then we'll show you afterwards. Here's a piece of steel cut to shape on the guillotine over there. We are just about to tack it in, and we'll see how she fits. A little bit of a gap there, but we might just smooch the corner down and just weld it a bit. I won't be welding all along, because in case we have to get in here to fix anything that we can't fix by going in through the top or whatever, we'll just zip them off. So it'll be like every sort of, I don't know, maybe a foot or something. We'll see when we get going. Hopefully I don't get overexcited and just weld the whole lot, because I will never get it off again. That's welded on there as it's going to be now. It ain't coming off. There is a spray blade around the back. If I get far enough, I'll spray it today as well, because might as well. We'll save paintbrushing when we get back. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me over the guys next door doing their wood, but this required a bit of fettling. This front, I don't know if you can see, he's been tweaked ever so slightly along the front here. So this whole piece here is slightly offset, so it's a bit fettling. There's going to be a gap down there, but this is basically only to stop. There was wooden boards on there originally, but they've rusted off, and everything else that the wood attaches to is rusted off. So we're just putting steel on there just to stop the rocks basically flying up and hitting me in the back of the head as I top with it, or Angela tops with it, or whoever will end up on it. I'm going to see if I can get the seal for that today, because that is leaking. Now that I've cleaned it, I think I cleaned the dirt out, which was semi-sealing it, so it is just constantly leaking, hence the rag underneath. But we'll weld this on now. I'll have to somehow pry it up from underneath. And we'll get a welded on there. It's on the forklift now. I won't get underneath it while it's up there. This is just to make it easy to spray with. I've wiped it down with thinners and then wiped the dried thinners down to get rid of any of the the thinners remove the oil and then it leaves some sort of film on it afterwards, sort of thing. So you just wipe that off then. And then I will paint that. And next time you see this, it'll hopefully be painted. Unless I found something else wrong with it, because on the other side I found that was broken there, so I welded that back up and we've come back round to spray bay again and we'll give it a go. There she is, all painted. I haven't painted that bit because there isn't really much point till we get the seal done, because if I remove that rag it's just going to pour oil everywhere and paint doesn't like oil, so there's no point. But it does feel kind of like putting lipstick on a pig, but you hear when you've put that and that's enough steel really just to paint the lot. And then when we get it back home we might put a different colour on there. Don't know, we're not really too worried about it. The paint job isn't brilliant. You can see some lines there and there where I've done it. I appear to be rather rusty. I haven't done this in probably 10 months, so the old arm isn't as good as it used to be. But it's painted up for now and we'll let her dry and then get her home. The tractor ran out of diesel. I don't think it's the fix we did in the orchard, but while it's got less diesel in it, we're gonna do that one and fix that one as well. I think the filter itself finally needs changing after it's been abused for quite some time.
I'm gonna be really annoying.
Oh, you're so annoying.
Because I know which order the videos are going up, and the one in the orchard is nowhere near editing.
Oh really? Do we need to speak to the editor?
They don't know what the fix in the orchard. Basically, inside the tank where the fuel comes out,
you'll see it when we get it.
There should be a gauze filter. There wasn't a gauze filter. We were having loads of problems, so we stuck a piece of pipe in, and that's the bit that we're gonna fix properly. Right, you may continue.
Fine. One of these, which you can't see because it'll be tiny and so far away. Zoom. Whoa, focus. There you go. One of these missing from the tank, so any sludge goes straight down the pipe, which is the problem we were having during baling. Come on, I'll go. Ultimate test, does it go again?